Is ketamine a safe, viable, and effective psychedelic medicine to heal trauma and to help in our overall healing? I'm Courtney. I'm the CEO of Plant Medicine People. I really, really love plant medicines. Synthetic psychedelics, not so much, depending on the medicine itself. And ketamine is pretty low on my list of medicines I recommend for people, and there's a couple of core reasons why. Ketamine is by nature, it is classified as a dissociative psychedelic medicine, which means that it helps us feel dissociated from the traumas, the intense emotions, and whatnot that we carry. This is the medicine that ketamine exhibits, and it's beautiful in certain cases, specifically when individuals need some distance and some disassociation from the intensity of the things that they have been through. So yes, is it a viable treatment for depression, anxiety, and trauma? Absolutely. But it does not close the trauma loop of experiences that we've been through. And anybody that works in trauma will tell you that is the goal that we are always seeking in helping people heal from traumatic events. So while ketamine is incredible at pulling out almost like a hot air balloon and giving us this distance to view, experience, and to see ourselves through a much more expanded lens, it does not complete this whole process of feeling, because we know that in order to move through something, a trauma that is imprinted in our nervous system and our bodies, we have to feel it. We have to complete the experience that was happening when we disassociated or shut down during the event or events or series of events. And so ketamine gives us more information. It can give us relief from the intense personalization of the depression and trauma, but it does not help us close the loop because it is so detached. So ketamine is a wonderful medicine for people that are suffering from these things in the beginning of the process of healing. It is not the end all be all. And so quite often what I'll recommend for people is, have your 6 or so treatments of ketamine, reframe the experiences that you've had, get some relief and distance, but don't be fooled into thinking that's the end of the story. Typically then working with ayahuasca or any process that supports us in the feeling and processing of the emotions, the trapped, repressed energies that get stuck in our bodies and in our nervous systems. There is a major danger to ketamine that needs to be emphasized and isn't talked about enough. It is profoundly addictive. I have had many clients over the years that have developed an addiction to ketamine because of those dissociative properties. It can be addictive to get distance from our emotions, numbing out. Why a lot of people work with cannabis regularly to numb out. Ketamine can do the same, and so and physically very addictive. So we just have to navigate that with a lot of caution. And ketamine, I think, is wrongly billed by many as this cure-all, and we are not emphasizing the dangers of working with it enough. It also can create a pretty substantial existential crisis because it is quite an intense psychotropic medicine. So sometimes people come out of that with the major questions of who am I? Where do I fit into the world? What is my purpose? These really fundamental questions. And when you experience ketamine in a clinical setting, when it is administered by people who have no experience with this kind of existential pondering, it often happens where, individuals who are going through these big questions, they get shamed or ridiculed because the space holders really have no concept for what they're looking at. And that is dangerous because it can re-traumatize us pretty substantially. So, long story short, if you're called to ketamine, it's a beautiful part of the process, but not the end all be all. And please be discerning that you are sitting with people that have knowledge of trauma healing, very trauma informed and experienced, deeply compassionate, and ideally that they have worked with the medicine themselves. So many facilitators haven't, and I consider that a very unsafe space to do this work. Thank you for listening. Please leave us a comment if you agree or disagree. Follow the Plant Medicine People channel for more content like this very soon. Be well out there.